Sagittarius, I'm hearing the usual suspects. Brandon, Lee, Brandon, something to do with Brian or Brand or Brandon Lee. But basically trying to find a brand for a lot of you, or you're in a band, or your brothers are in a band, or you've got some kind of interest in music, or your partner has. But like music, either making it, dancing to it, or doing something around music. Okay, it might even be, I'm also hearing a music hall. So some of you might be going to a disco or a party or something like that. So is it your birthday? What are we in? November. So I think your birthday's coming up. Is it Sagittarius? I don't know. Something to do with it. So if you don't know, someone might be planning an event around your birthday. But I keep hearing like a dance hall, or I seem to be doing a lot of dancing or a lot of music. Okay, inside of a hall. Okay, hall. I'm also hearing a haulage yard, something to do with around a company maybe driving, where it could be a lorry driver or the name Laura, okay, or lorry. But like a lorry driver, a haulage yard, hauling, because I keep saying hauling, balling. But I keep seeing like a ball, a light, like a ball light. Okay, so you might be looking for a lampshade or one of those disco balls, because I hear a disco ball. Or Disco Dave, but like, or going to a rave, like rave music, dance music, rave music, a disco ball, like lighting, shading, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, because I'm seeing a lot of flashing lights and stuff like this. So I don't know what that's representing to you. So you might have an event coming up, or you just kind of do this. You know, I don't know what around lights is, like a light show. I'm looking for a different kind of shade of pale. Some of you might be doing. Like arts, because I keep seeing like dark shade, light lampshade, a lampshade. So trying to find the right angle for I don't know if it's photography. A lot of people have had photography coming up in their channel stuff. So like I'm trying to find the right like angle for like photography or shades or lampshades or something to do around. Like I need to get the right light and the right angle. So because I'm picking up like a light box. For some strange reason. Now, some people, when you take photography, you can have a light box, as far as I know. Basically, like a little box that's white, and then you can kind of like take photographs. Because I'm also hearing like miniature photograph. So, like, what do they call it? Macro. So, some of you might be looking for a macro lens, or you're doing something around lenses, or the name Les or Leslie, okay, or L. Anybody beginning with L or Laura or something like that. So, you might even be looking to buy this maybe for a gift for someone of a lens. Like, I'm going to buy you a lens for Christmas. But they keep saying Lenny, the name Len or Lenny or Leonard, or Henry, Lenny Henry, something to do with Henry. H, Haley, anybody beginning with H. Okay, H. Henry, Haley. But I'm looking for some kind of like lens shading, or what was this? It came up in Libra and Cancer, and I think or Life Path 7. It came up in their reading of a channeled message that was to do with around photography. And like, what do they call that? Not Instagram. Oh God, what's the other one? Snapchat. Where people use filters, but I'm seeing like people putting filters in front of lenses. Like, so some of you might need an eye test, and you might be having something to do around glasses. But like, I'm picking up like glassware or glass blowing or something like that around like putting lenses in front of like cameras to make a. I don't know. They just keep saying like lenses, putting lenses like lens 1, lens 2. Can you see? Okay, let's try this one. Can you see now? Okay, let's try this one. Can you see any further? Like depth of field or something like that. So it could have a lot to do with like disco balls, lighting, glasses, needing some glasses, needing to go. Sorry if it's a strange message, Sagittarius, but it's what I've got at the moment. So yeah, like lampshade, shading. What else are they saying? Like camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, like a scan, having a scan or something. Or like, but I'm hearing like a retina scan or something to do. I mean, it could even be a dog or a cat. I don't know. So we do a cataracts. But like, can you see better now if I add this shade? Can you see me better now? Can you see me now? Unless you're wearing rose tinted glasses, I've got no idea. But something to do with that. Something to do with a flat also, like a flat. Someone that lives in a multi-story flat. Okay, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Some of you, it might have something to do around baking cakes or making a cake, or someone's birthday for someone's cake. I mean, is it your birthday? I really don't know. November, December. So is it your birthday? I don't know. I thought yours was like December. I don't know. But like I'm picking up like a birthday cake or a Patron maybe, or something like that, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tears of a Clown, dressing up. Halloween's gone, right? So why is this around makeup? Because I keep picking up like makeup and like arts and crafts and like doing things around like, okay, shading my face and doing it here, and then like painting my face, like face painting and all that kind of thing. So is there like I don't know, someone that does this for like an event that's coming up and we're going to paint our faces and stuff like that? Okay. Very weird. Or like a clown or something, right? A clown. Because I keep being up like a birthday, like a child's birthday, perhaps. A child's birthday, and we're going to like get a clown. Okay, we're going to get a clown and a bouncy castle or something like that for kids. So it's your children's birthday and you're going to like an event or something. It's really what I'm picking up. I know it's very bizarre, but I can see it in my head. Or the name Ed or Eddie. But yeah, so if it isn't that, then I'm picking up like something to do around a flat. Like I'm in my flat, and like you do a lot of like arts stuff, like around photography or in front of a camera all the time, or lenses, like shading, drawing, all that kind of stuff. I'm also hearing therapy. So a therapist, or getting pissed and doing it and drinking, or like a aromatherapy, like something to do with around like essential oils or something around that, or around oil. So an oil lamp. There you go. So some of you might be looking to buy somebody a oil lamp. Okay, so you really could be dealing with a Virgo for a lot of you, a Virgo or a Life Path 9, but like an oil lamp, or I'm looking for a lamp, okay, to do with around, or moving it around in order to find the perfect light. Okay, so something to do with that. Oil lamp, oil. So it's either essential oils or burning oils, or this thing that people do which is Scentsy. They sell it all over the place, like burning oils. So like candles. So you might even be going Christmas shopping, I don't know. But like I keep picking up like very feminine people doing like candles, as aromatherapy, oils, lights, like stuff like this. They're also getting me to look at some people that may have children that suffer through, like, because you can even work at a school, right? And children, when they have certain disabilities, they put them in a light room, okay? So they send the kids in there, and there's like lights, and there's like a few activities, and they have like meditation music going on. Because I used to put this on in a van when I used to drive children to school that had disabilities. I used to put meditation music on for them. So something like that, aromatherapy, meditation, all of that kind of thing, blah, blah, blah. So this could just be something that you're into yourself, trying to relax, okay, a spa or something like that, a spa day. So that might be something that you're going on, like a spa day, like aromatherapy, blah, 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 because I really can see people sitting there relaxing, like relaxing in a spa, okay? So, like, essential oils, bubbles, water, baths, swimming bath, or somewhere from Bath, okay, which would be London area, well, Cambridge, London, Bath, so something like that, Cambridge. Oh, this is you, Divine, living in the UK, is it? But like, because I keep picking up swimming baths. Well, there's a place called Bath, which is Cambridge, okay, so Cambridge. But like swimming baths, oils, lights, something to do with around shading, something to do around like photography or something like that. Something around a flat also, like a flat pack or wrap pack. Something to do around like wrapping or music or wrapping up presents, gifts, something like that. And I'm doing a lot of wrapping. Okay. Now that might even be music related. And I do, like me, well, I don't rap, but well, it depends, really, because I don't know. It depends if you know anything about music, but you can have VSTs that change your vocal range and stuff like that. So some of you might be into singing, VSTs, music, rapping, making a tune, making a song, okay? Or you do this for a living, or you're dating one, or you are one. I don't know. But something like that, because I do Angel Radio as music production. So me, I'm into actually finding B-roll at the moment, which is photography, trying to find some videos and take them myself, and then do slow motion, things like that. And then, to be honest, I was looking into a thing called Blender, and you can do 3D modeling. But you need well, I have got one, but you definitely need like a really fast PC. You also need that for video editing and also music. But that's a Core the latest one, I think, 10. But I think there's 120 gigabytes of RAM in that computer. But like, I don't know, you might be looking for something that's faster, okay? But like 3D modeling or computer graphics designing, something like that, okay? Or looking for B-roll to do, or the name B, or anybody that's B, Brian B, something like that. But around photography, finding B-roll. So like going out, taking a load of video and using it in video, which I do for Angel Radio. So that kind of thing, right? Stephen King. So Steve, that'll be me doing it. So yeah, well, that's what I've got for you. Anyway, Sagittarius, you can watch this also a Taurus or a Life Path 5, okay? And the messages can relate to you or your partner or your children or your mother or whoever. Really doesn't matter. Even someone that's called Trevor or Tracy or Treacle. Okay, anybody we get like Tara, also Tara, Tanya, Tatiana, Rexon. How are you doing, Capricorn? So Taz, also Taz, Tasmanian Devil or Taz. Okay, you might do things around cooking or vlogging or things like that. Let's see. So let's see the cooking show. Anyway. I will just say this, and I will say this, because what I've got a feeling is a lot of this may be for like things like YouTube and stuff like that. I'm just going to put this out there for the people that, because I don't want to destroy anyone's dreams. I just need to let everybody know, being a person that runs a YouTube channel, for you guys that may just being started and all of that, it's not as easy as everybody thinks. Everybody thinks that a YouTube life is one of the most easiest and best jobs that you can ever have in your life. You have got to put in extensive amounts of free work for years before anything really happens. Because some people are under that illusion that doing videos, right, and getting like is going to pay you a lot of money just by doing a video, and that YouTube will support you enough to be able to live. No. And you've also got to be extremely good at your craft, okay? Because you can like strive to be something, which is brilliant in order to have motivation to do things, but that expectation that it's like instant fame, instant fortune, it's me now being huge. It really doesn't quite work like that, you know, because you can, like I said, I lose people all the time and then I gain people, okay? So when you're looking at YouTube, you fluctuate within, you know, what you can earn and what you can't earn, but it all bases off what you're really good at, what you are really good at. Because everybody that watches tarot suddenly think, I've got to do a tarot card channel, and that's me. My advice would be for anybody just starting, try something different. Okay, try something different, right? Because everybody's doing tarot. There is loads of people doing tarot cards, and I get this question a lot by people, right? And some people are under that illusion that YouTube is like they pay you a fortune. If you have something like Ali's Tarot and people that have like 125,000 views per video, or that push on to like 25,000 per video, 25,000 views, that takes a fucking lot of work, right? A lot of work. I could pretty much tell you how much that would pay you, but it's a fair bit. But trust me, you have to have 25,000 per video, okay? And if you're somewhere in the meaning like me, which is like, I don't know, 1,500, something like that, I can assure you that the money that YouTube end up taxing you on that as well, okay, because everybody gets taxed by the revenue that you get by YouTube, okay? When you do, they take the majority of that anyway. So you've got to be really good at your craft, okay, to base off, okay, I'm going to do all of this and that's going to be my cure because that's going to work, right? Brilliant. But you have to have a job as well, because that's not going to support you enough to be able to. So I think I'm talking to someone here. I don't know. But like, It really isn't what everybody expires it to really be. Okay, so I'm hearing something expiring, like an expiry date. Okay, something like is ended and it's an expiry date, something like that, and I've only got until so long, something like that, like an expiry date is coming up, a certain date is coming up, and I've only got so long until it expires. So I don't know what that is, unless it's a joining or a club or something like that, and I have to pay a ticket or something, and I've got a certain date that I'm looking for until it expires. So I don't know if that's food or something, or you've got something on loan until it expires, okay? Or Squires or George, something like that. So it might be like a landlord or something like that, and it's like, I've got this date coming up, and am I going to repay to stay, okay? Or I've rented something out, and I have until this date, until it expires, that I then have to either decide, do I want to buy this thing, okay, or do I want to send it back, or do I want to continue it on further, okay? So it might be something like this date that's coming up well, Spirit is telling me, I don't know, is it your life? But something coming up to a date where it's reaching its expiry date, and that you're either going to have to pay again, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, okay, or Jackie's son, okay, and it comes up to that date, and I'm either going to continue to pay, or it's going to expire and I'm going to move, because it could be like rent is due, and am I going to pay the rent or am I going to move house or home, because my landlord's going to, like, it's kind of like signing up for something for another year or for another couple of months. It's something like that is what Spirit is saying, and there's a decision that you're going to have to make. You're either going to stay or you're going to go, okay? And if it expires, am I going to carry it on as like a payment plan or something like that you might have that expires, and then I'm either going to continue or pay it all off? So it could be like a major thing, like a car or a house or something, or am I going to move? Okay, so something like that is coming up around an expiry date. You've got until so long to get out, maybe, like you know, or like your job's about to end, and they're saying, okay, we're going to have to find more work. I've got to make a decision, blah, 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 because it's coming to the crunch time, okay, the expiry date. That's what I've got for you. Don't worry about me, like, I'm not trying to destroy anybody's dreams if this is to do with tarot and stuff like that. It's just that I do need to make people aware how much work that takes free, okay, to build all that up for years, because you have to get started, like my other channel, for instance, right, my Angel Radio, I've been running that longer than I have this one, right? Longer was I had that channel than I had this one, right? Long story short. But now it's something completely different. But I haven't even got 1,000 subscribers on there, right? You need 1,000 subscribers, like 10,000, 100 hours of viewing time and everything else before you get monetized. When you get monetized, people think, right, I'm monetized, right? That's going to make, like, no, no, it isn't like that. Some people think, these YouTubers get paid a fortune. Yeah, if you've got like 25,000 views per video or more, okay, isn't quite what people are really expecting that really is, it isn't, I don't want to destroy people's dreams, but I don't want people to have this expectation that, YouTube is the be all and end all of what people think that is, striving to be one, and then when you are, that takes a fucking hell of a lot of work. A hell of a lot of work. Trust me when I tell you that you would probably get paid more, but like, for instance, the amount of effort and the amount of work that you have to do for YouTube, those hours that clock up and the effort that you have to put in for no payment at all or very minimal payment for a beginning, you would get paid more by working, doing something, right, and getting paid by someone, right? Because you have to have a very good backing for a start to be able to do that, right? Because if you have nothing and you have, like, you're in a job that has nothing, that takes years to build up to expect that money's got to come from somewhere, right? Because it doesn't come from YouTube straight away. It really doesn't, right? So when you look at those kind of things, you have to look at realizing that this is going to take years and so many hours and day in and day out and daily being very good at your craft to be able to reach a pinnacle where it starts to climb the algorithm, because it's all about the algorithm, right? So it takes a long time, right? So this is why people are not freely just, you know what, just have all of my subscribers and stuff like that, of where, like, you know, I've spent many years doing all of that, and you know what, I'm just suddenly going to do all of that kind of work for you and just let you reach straight away up. Like people like Alice Tarot and stuff like that, right? Absolutely brilliant. Like people love Alice Tarot and stuff, or other channels like Tyler and stuff. But the majority of those tarot card readers, they all got called out by loads of other different channels as well, right? I want to know who that is actually, and I don't know what her name is. I think it's Moon Tarot or something like that. And she used to do this where it was recommended reader. And all of a sudden, she fucking disappeared off the face of the earth. Like, she just stopped making videos, and there was no video that explained where the hell this woman had gone. She just stopped. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. 3 years ago. And she used to do recommended reader, right? And she used to say to everybody, look, put it in the description, blah, 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 recommended reader, and then linking channels to other channels and saying, go and check them out. And she did that. And like Alice Tarot, all these other people, they were all on those lists like 5 or 6 or 7 times. So they shoved all of those over there to those people, right? This is a way that you can grow if you've got a large basis and then someone else that has, and that large person helps out another large person. But you always have to have like this energy of having something to give back to the energy, right? But this woman, she disappeared. Like 3 years. She just, like, there was no video, no explanation of where she'd gone. There was nothing on her feed of, what do you call it, when you go over to the, you know, the board on your thing. There was no description of where she'd gone or anything like that. Yeah, just disappeared. So any of you know who I mean? She used to do a recommended reader. I think she started it. And she used to have loads of tarot card readings that were all based off other things. I don't know what they were. But anyway, I don't know why I always end up talking about YouTube when it comes to Sagittarius. It's always sort of there. Okay. But let's see. Anyway, so because normally when you get someone with a large basis of a YouTube channel, it can be very good in order to merge with another one, okay, that has a large basis as well, that can also send you over people that they don't have and that you don't have. But you have to kind of have that, because a lot of people I get approached by, you don't see it, but I get approached by a lot of people, okay, and they'll try to link their channels onto this one, okay, and that they'll kind of say, you know, I've got like 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 20 subscribers, and I want to link this onto you, and I want everybody to come straight over to me for instant access from all of your people straight over to mine without asking, and then also with no return of that. Right? So me personally, honestly, I find that kind of offensive, that some people just try to like implant everything onto like loads of different social media aspects without asking, and then also without fucking like, you know, what's my return? What am I getting out of that? You know, nothing. You know, you have to look into those, because a lot of YouTubers, they will protect what is theirs. They will protect what is theirs, okay, because they work fucking hard for that. You know, they work fucking hard for it. So I don't know if this is something that's coming up for you, something that's bothering you, something that isn't bothering you, or something that you're thinking of, or something that you think of that it's going to be instant success, right? Something like that. I don't know. But me, for instance, I want to do vlogging. I want to do also vlogging, me. But I know damn well that's not going to be instant success, right? So I've got to practice my whatever it is that I want to do to make it interesting. But the thing is that I also have this channel anyway. Like, I have the basis of this channel. So if I decide to do that, it'll just be something very interesting for other people to watch, the stupid acting of Steve and his mates and stuff like that, right? Music making and all of those kind of things. But because I have this already, it's a very good basis for me. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is important for everybody or anyone, okay? But kind of like that, right? Like, I have a mate, he's a Taurus, which is 5, Sagittarian, right? 5. He wants to do that. He wants to do that with me, right? He's like, right, now you've got your camera, we're going to do something around music and stuff like that. And like, he's got these fucking pellet gun, not pellet guns, what they like, they spray loads of like paintballs and stuff like that. And he wants to just like fuck around doing that. And he wants to make some music and kind of collab around music like that, right? I know him. He lives, one of my best friends, right? So I was probably going to do something like that and just make it interesting, right? But, you know, so it could be something, you know, something like that for people. Whatever they're thinking of doing. I just want you to make sure that you know that I'm not trying to destroy people's dreams. I'm just trying to let you know of how much hard work that really is running a YouTube channel. Some people, when they're starting, they have that aspect that, you know, that it's going to be instant success, instant, you know, and you know, it takes a lot of fucking hard work, man. It really does. Anyway, enough of my babbling. So from the 7th until the 14th, so, Jesus, Sag. So you've got Life Path 7, Cancerian, Leo, and Aquarian possible energies here. Fucking someone is confusing the other person. They're standing on eggshells around the other one, or the name Michelle, or Mika, me, Emily, Emma, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. Okay, but like they are trying their best to do some kind of very strange communication. It's where you can't work the person's head out, like basically, or the name Eddie or Edwina, but like you can't work out their head. Like they're doing something to get your attention, and then when they've got it, it's kind of like they don't want it, and then they do want it, and they want your attention. This person, they really do, because they're trying their best to get your attention, but they're trying to get the person to calm down. This came up for another reading. I think it was Leo. Well, Leo. This could be a Leo or an Aquarian, and it was about, look, just fucking calm down. Someone here is overanalyzing a situation, and it's kind of like this person's starting to now panic here, right, and worry. Sorry if the camera's not fully showing the cards. But they're trying to, like, they're panicking and they're worrying because this person also knows that the other person is trying to get their attention by changing things around how you guys may be communicating. Like, I'm trying to change a date or something like that. Or like, okay, so this is a date, this is a plan. Right, brilliant, concrete. We'll pencil that in. Boom. Okay, now I'm going to change it. What? No, I did want to do that, but now I don't want to do that. And you're like, okay, well, I thought you was coming over. I thought you was going to come over and stay. Well, I was going to, but now I'm not. Okay, so you're not coming? No. Okay, so then later on, there's like, well, I don't know. Actually, I do want to now. And you're like, fuck, do you want to or don't you want to? So, well, no, you contact me. Well, I have contacted you. Why are you now changing the scenario of communicating? I am giving you communication. I am telling you. It's like, yeah, well, I'm trying to get you to communicate with me. I mean, is this fucking smoke signals? Like, hello, I'm trying to get you to communicate with me in a sense, well, basically in a sensible manner, right? In a sensible manner. Because someone here, the way they are communicating with a person is childish. Like, it's childish behaviour of communicating, right? It's why you don't have to try too hard to get my attention. You've already got it because I'm already with you. Well, are you with this person? Right? I am with you all of the time. Yeah, but you don't want to be. Well, I do because I'm here. Well, what you do and now you don't. It's because you're doing something stupid. I know how you're communicating because the better the devil you know is the person you're dealing with, right? And if you ain't dealing with anyone, then you're dealing with yourself, right? So it's kind of like this, man, the way you're communicating at the moment really doesn't make any fucking sense, right? You'll fucking keep trying to get my attention, but you've already got it. So when you've got me, why are you getting paranoid and now you're saying that you do? And then you don't. And then someone goes really quiet and then you're kind of like, man, you're going quiet now. What's the matter with you? Nothing. You know, well, I don't know how to tell you because you told me not to say anything. And you're like, well, what? Why can't you just, like, act normal? Why can't you just be normal? Well, no, because something here has triggered somebody off. Something here has triggered a person off. They've triggered them off, right? This is that fucking stupid woman that I was really hoping commented so I can actually block her off. Started saying that I was a fucking child and God knows what else. Actually said on Angel Radio that I'm coming across as crazy. Fuck off, you crazy lunatic nut. Right, well, you ain't got no choice now because you are blocked. Fucking hell, man. Some people. You're a child. You want... Comes from the Leo reading. Probably here. Go away, you silly little woman. Take all your little followers with you, whoever that was and all. Right, but... Sorry, Sagittarius, but this is what I'm saying. Like, when you run YouTube channels, you have some fucking lunatics that come your way that think that they know you. They don't fucking know. They just think they do. Right, but you have to put up with all of this bollocks, right? You really do. You have to have tough skin. Tell people to fuck off. Right? But like, right? But the way you're communicating and the way you're acting is stupid. Yeah, well, I left and now I want something. What do you want then? Well, I left something at... Hold on a minute. Are you coming or are you not coming? Because how you're communicating with you at the moment, this can be an attention seeker, right? I'm trying to get your attention in a stupid way, not in a natural way, of just like normally when life starts to take over and everything happens naturally, someone tries to do something really stupid to get the other person's attention, and then they think, man, you ain't going to get my attention that way. Why can't you just act normal? Right? Yeah, and that's pretty much what the cards are telling me so far. So show me Sagittarius, please, from the 7th to the 14th. So you've got the 5 now. You see, over-analysing and over a situation of coming or going. Look, are you coming over to stay? Exactly what I was telling. Are you coming over to stay or are you not? Are you coming over here? No, well, I do want to, but now I don't. Like, fuck, bruv. What is going on in your head? Because you're over-analysing a situation. You either want to stay here or you don't want to stay here. You either want to be a part of my channel or you don't. Well, I don't like what he does and what he says, but it does make sense, but I don't like to listen to all of the truth. You're only going to get that fucker here. Okay, what's the point of lying? Right? But, like, it makes someone think that the other person's lying, or they think that they're lying, and you're like... Man, are you actually really telling the truth? Like, is there something going on with you or not? Because now, because of all of this very strange way of communicating, I don't actually fucking really know whether you're a liar or whether you're actually telling the truth. Like, somebody could have told that many lies to get someone's attention, that now the other person's thinking, man, you're causing a mirror. You're going to cause separation or an argument. So it's like, 7s can be like, the tower, like standing on eggshells around someone, right? Or Michelle, Misha, Mika, Amelia, anybody, Emilia, I'm also hearing Emilia or Emily, Emma, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julie, Jason, Justin, Jack, and Jasmine, right? But like, why is it that you have to try too hard to get my attention and you don't want that, but then you do want that? And it's like, no, I'm actually trying to get you to myself to come over to here. It's like, but I'm with you. Why do you need to try so hard for that to happen? Because 5s can be over-analytical, right? They're overthinking a situation of fear of abandonment. Yeah, but you're going to leave me. No, I'm not going to leave you. Well, unless you are. Right? But like fear of abandonment, there's a person here that's setting off a trigger because they're worried that the other person is going to leave them. They don't want to be on their own, or they want to be left alone, or they think that the other person does. Like, oh, I don't want to disturb you. And you're like, no, you're my partner, right? Unless you're my partner in crime, right? But like, yeah, but I like, yeah, right? No, I'm trying to get your attention because you're going to leave me. Why am I going to leave you? See, this can start to end up being narcissism or control or like sociopath energy of like, because 5 can make you feel guilty for it. And you're like, man, you're making me feel really guilty now. Like, I want to go out. Like, yeah, but I don't. I just want to stay in. Yeah, well, I want to do something with you. No, you know, don't you? Somebody is like this, you know, when you can go for an energy of someone that's like communicating with you very weird. It's like shrouding your head with confusion. Like, you get very confused with the other person that you know very well that does it, right? And they set off this trigger then of like feeling very like, no, I don't really want to do anything. I don't really want to say anything. And I just kind of like, what? Speak up. Like, what do you want? Nothing. I just want, like, and they play a victim. This person can be playing victim, a victim role. Yeah, but everything that's going wrong, everything is like, what the fuck is the matter? I mean, unless there's no money. But some people are never even happy with anything. You know, they're like, they look at the relationship. They don't look at life itself. It's like, man, y'all should be happy. Right? But this could be no child support. I'm not getting any child support from the person that I have children with, okay? I don't get no support from my partner or a person, okay? But I don't get any support whatsoever, okay? But a person can say, oh, yeah, but you're not supporting me, are you? And you're like, what? What do you mean I'm not supporting you? I mean, is it something financial here for someone? Doesn't have to be, because like I said, 5 is worried about being left, right? So I'm worrying about that now I might have quit my job, right? That's something to worry about, right? That I don't have any money and now I'm going to do something very desperate because I need money, right? So, but it might be like I got kicked out and I've got fucking nowhere to live, right? Or like I don't want to leave where I live, right? Because your message was around an expiry date, something expiring, and it's coming up to that date here of around being told to get out or being told to leave, or maintenance or bills or something to do with around that and having to pay it. Okay, so something to do with that. Let's see, 7th until the 14th for and for the person that was fucking moaning about me living here, it's because I own half of the fucking house, sweetie. That's why. I own half of it. Fucking people, man. Really fucking piss me off the way they think they know my life. Fucking try to be honest with people and give you what it's like to live within karma and situations. All my family fucking died. So I end up living here supporting a person. End up with half the fucking house. Sorry. Fucking that person. Seventh to the 14th. Sorry, Sagittarius here. 7th to the 14th. But you'll get that narcs that leave really snidey, nasty fucking shit comments. They think that know you, and they don't. They don't know you, and you'll get that. Trust me, you really will. I've seen it on other people's channels as well. They leave some fucking really awful stuff on people's channels. The fucking stuff that they think that they can say to someone they think they know that they don't. Narcs. I don't think I've ever said anything horrible to anybody's channel. If I didn't like it, I just wouldn't watch it. It'd be simple as that. I wouldn't lead to neither narky comment to a person and then go. What you don't realise that what you're watching, Tara, that say narcissism and gaslighting, that you are that fucking person. It's bully, button pushing. What did fucking Hitler do? Push your button just to leave something real shit. Y'all get that. Get looking forward to it. Right? But like, that's why the majority of tarot card readers, you'll hear them start saying, if you don't like it, click off and fuck off. And you'll hear most of them say it because they all put up with all of that bollocks. Right? But yeah, and then everybody that doesn't have channels say, don't let it bother you. Be the person that puts up with all of that and how that is. It fucking does. It gets on your nerves. Okay, people. God, people. But, yeah, here, something going on around the family here, around the family heritage or the family home or the bitch that was moaning. But like, here, but something here around staying with family members, but I don't get on with family. Okay, I don't get on with my family. But majority who doesn't have family karma, right? If you're a person that's exempt from karma itself, some people don't like to hear the truth. It probably because it hit a nerve on someone. It's probably why. But yeah, something to that. Someone getting on my nerves. You're getting on my fucking nerves now, man. Here, or you get on my last nerve. But you've got the sun. It's heading for better days, but or the name Colin or Day. Or Aaron, Darren also. Show me the other person connected to Sagittarius, please. Ace of Cups. So I told you, you're heading towards better days. This person's willing. They're willing to work on something with somebody. It's just that someone's trying to get their attention. But it seems to me like you've already got it. Like you've already got their attention. So it really can be an attention seeker. Like I'm seeking to get your attention. Or the name Seekins or Vincent, right? But you've already got it. You've already got it. So for some of you, if you've been looking for a job, or Rob, or Robin, or Robert, if you've been looking for a job, or Robertson, you've already got it. You've already got it. Well, it's handed to you as an opportunity, but you have to build upon an opportunity, right? You have to keep building and building. So the 7th into the 14th for the other person connected to Sagittarius, please. Man. 2 of Swords. Now it's confusing the other person now. They don't know, like, man, are you coming or are you not coming? Do you want to be with me or do you not want to be with me? Or are you a wannabe, right? Are you a Mel C, or Melissa, or Michael, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, all the M's? But what is it that you want? Do you not want to be with me? Yeah, of course I do. So why are you doing things now that just throw a 2 and 8 in there, that just make me now feel like, man, is it these in reverses where you scratch your head and you're like, bruv, I'm fucking really confused. Like, I'm combobbled. Like, your communication and the way you are or way that you're not is really fucking confusing me. I don't know what you want. And then they change their mind. Oh, I do now. And you're like, now, hold on a minute. For a little while ago, you said that you don't. Now you do? Yeah, now I do now. Okay, so what is it you're trying to do? Get my get my attention? In what? How? How are you trying to get my attention? What is it that you want? Show me the other person connected to Sagittarius, please, from the 7th. Taurus. So you're in a relationship. As I'm saying, you could be married to this person. You might be wanting to get divorced, and this is your ex with children. It's up to you. But majority of you here, you're in a relationship, or it's to do with families being involved, sticking their boat into other people's business, sticking their nose in, right? But majority of you here, there's a coexistence of family. Everyone's batshit crazy. Everybody, right? Like, yeah, I don't get on with my family. I mean, fuck, bruv. Majority of people I talk to are like, oh god, my family. Oh, my family. Right? It's just, but like, or Justin. But I don't know. Someone doesn't know if the other person wants to be in a relationship. But if you are in one, someone here is getting paranoid whether the other person really wants to be in a relationship or not. And if they question, or not, or Piscean, if they question the other person and say, look, do you want to be in this relationship with me or not? Because it's kind of like, well, man, if you're going to do fucking daft, stupid things, then I really don't know whether it's coming from you that actually wants it yourself. Oh, no, I do, because I'm fearing the fact that you're going to leave me. Yeah, but then that's coming from you saying the fact that you actually don't want to be with me. If it's all coming from your head and you're worrying about someone that's going to leave, what is it that a person makes happen? I'm paranoid, right? I'm worried the fact that someone's going to leave me out, that they're not going to be around me, right? And when they're not, I worry and think that they're not here, right? And when they're not, when I contact them, what is it that is going to be on my mind when I communicate with the person about the relationship that's coming from my head, telling myself they're going to leave me? Fear of abandonment. So what do? The other person's like, man, I don't know what the fuck I actually can do for you to stop you from being paranoid. Paranoia is something that sets off what? A breakup, someone acting strange. When they do and the other person's trying to talk to them about the relationship, oh, you don't ever really want to talk about the relationship, do you? You don't ever really concentrate on me all the time. And you're like, yeah, bruv, it's exhausting. It's exhausting the amount of energy that's taking for you to think about all of this shit all the time, that when you put that on the burden of the relationship itself, it's doing nothing but making it worse. Right? So it might be intoxication. It might be that someone is suppressing their feelings or emotions with something that's making it worse. Like, it could be alcohol or something like that, okay? And I drink a load of alcohol or something like that, and it makes it worse. It makes me flare up, okay? So I'm hearing like it makes their mood swings. They get mood swings by something that they're doing that makes them flare up. So is it their skin, or is it the pill, or medication, Or I mean, if God, shit, bro, God, if you're like taking medication, you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol. That really doesn't help. I ain't fucking teetotal me, but like, I get you're like depressed or suppressant. I don't know. So anyway, we're going to get on with the rest of your reading so I can find out what this is about. So you get 2 stories, more cards clarified, and then thoughts and feelings from your partner of how they truly think and feel about you. Okay. So, but you have to look for the paradox numbers. So basically meaning I read in numerology. So 5, Taurus, Sagittarius, life path 5, anywhere, something rising Venus, Jupiter. And if you know any of these characters, they're in here because it'll be family. If you've got children with the same, you're in it. You're basically in every single reading if you look at the placements of 5. Okay, so you can watch most of the readings, but you can find the videos that are provided below. Okay, you can find the link, but it'll only be the full access bundle. It really helps me out as a channel. But any like, share, comment, dislike. If you hit the dislike, make sure you hit it twice. If you want to join Patreon, it will be the full access bundle, but you have everything over there. It's all shoved in. Okay? Please make sure you also follow Angel Radio, which is a free music channel. There may be other stuff coming out there very soon. I've got another track finished. Just got to make the video. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks very much. I'll see you soon.